it going? This is 9 to 5 Job to Millionaire. I think that's the new channel name. So today would have been down like 1,300, but I'm only down about 6 on this drop, which is 1.5 instead of 3%. And I was down about 2.3K. Now it's 3.3K. So down about $1,000 in the short term. But guess what? Before the market crashed, large pullback because of the short term, I don't know, this traffic is so bad. I got to get to work. Hopefully I'm not late. Because the market crashed, we went from a support of we hit the 533, basically 535, 540, 535, 540, and then we hit it again. And then we got that bounce, and I bought the last 3 ones. This is the 4th one, I think. And I sold some of it at 550, and then I rode the rest of it to 560, where I ended up trimming a lot more. I'll show you my sells, and I'm a goddamn animal. $1,000 at 560.11 basically hit the top, but the majority, you can see 8 shares here, 10 shares here. I did at 550 and 558.25. But yeah, I have been telling you guys the same thing over and over. You don't have to time the exact top or the exact bottom, as long as you get close to the bottom and close to the top. This is what matters. And yeah, by pulling out, if I still had, what do I got? 26 shares times 532. I got about 14K in there. 14,000 minus 53,000, which is my original. 39K. So 39K minus, what are we down today on just VU alone? God forbid you're in a crazy amount in individual stocks at the moment. Some things are down 10, 15, 20%, matter of days or weeks. But what can we do about that? That's what this video is about. What can we do about that? So 530. So I got about 14K. So on that 14K, just showing you guys the importance of not being overly invested. I trimmed a bunch near all-time highs again because we were heading up there, and I bought the support. I wanted to take a short-term profit on that 39,000 minus. Would have been down 1.5% just today, minus 1.5%. Yeah, about $600, $585. You guys, I don't even make that in 3 full days of work. I don't even make 600. Don't even make 200 a day. So you got to be careful. But I'm also still up $500, and I locked in about $600, which is crazy. So I'm still up about $1,200 on the VU swing trade. So we're still looking Gucci. And guess what? Because I sold at 550 and 558, I sold a decent amount. Guess what? Oh, what happened there? I have, instead of being down 23K buying power in margin, which I really only paid like $30 to borrow all that money in the previous videos, if you guys watch that, I'm back to being 18K cash because I trimmed at the top because I realized I wanted some money, in case there was a pullback, and there was. And it was a lot more extreme than I assumed, than I imagined. I mean, from near all-time highs, 560, or pretty much all-time highs, yeah, 561. Yeah, $8, 558.68. Yeah, so about 559 is where it came from. It dropped from. And we got the low of the day at, which is really nice. If you guys are watching this video right now, you still have time. You can see the low of the day at about 2:55 a.m. on nearly every stock, and then I'll tell you the support buy. Well, as I said before in the previous video, 554, 553, and exactly what happened here. We went to 543, and we bounced about nearly, $6? You have 100 shares, that's $600. 1,000 share, that's $6,000. Whatever. We bounced nearly a full percent, or if not more than a full percent and a quarter. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay. What am I doing? How far are we from all-time highs? It's 561. Let's say 560. Let's say 561. It's over 50 cents, and we hit 561 in the short term. Okay, 561, and current price. Brain's not working as smooth as usual because I need to hydrate and get to work as I'm driving to work right now. I was supposed to be 5 minutes early to work, but I'm realizing I'm gonna be pretty late. I'm not really sure why. Probably have a lot of traffic. Okay, as I was saying, so 550 plus 1.5%. Let's say 2%. Okay, so we're down 2% from all-time highs. What do we know with the patterns on VOO? Roughly gets bought back about 3-4% from all-time highs. So let's get like a 3.5. So I think the range is possible. You know, I mean, it's telling you right here, just by this percentage right here, the typical pullback, we can still go back to 530s. We really can. We really can. People are going to say, dude, we went to all-time highs, bro. What is this? What is this market manipulation, bro? It's chopping a manipulation. Now it's all the way. It's already back to 530. It was up here. Now it's down there. It's up there. And then you're like, well, it's up here. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna sell. It's probably gonna drop this time. Maybe it does drop this time. Maybe it goes to the 525. But if you're continuously buying the drop, it'll probably chop back up to all-time highs and then more, and you know, and then you just have money. And it's just like you just got to be more patient. Whoa, this guy cut in front of me, dude. You know, the stock market's a time weighing machine. Gives money to the people that are more patient and the ones that are not patient. And when I say patient, I mean extremely patient. Doing what I'm doing is very risky. Swing trading large amounts. I'm trying to time the relative top, which I kind of did, and the relative bottom, which I've been doing the past couple months successfully somehow, because I've just been in tune with the market and the bullishness that it's been. And what's my plans? Do I want to be buying SPY down 1.5% from all-time highs? Of course not, because it's not really a great dip buy. But at the same time, it's still a dip buy. So I'll get a little bit, not a little bit, but I'll show you. Like, if you're, this is what dollar cost averaging is. You just buy a little bit, even with, anytime, anywhere the market is. So let's say 26, 42789, 26 or 2789 minus 0.57211. 0.57211. That'll complete a share. I just have OCD. 0.257. 0.57211. 0.5. Okay, let's buy a piece of a share. Okay. Oh my god. 1 decimal. Doesn't mean anything. It's like a... Okay, so that's it. I bought $314 worth of VOO at... Did I get it under 550? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, volume's pretty crazy right now. The outflow. I got 549.92 on the sell. It's 549.85 right now. So just yeah, pretty much it. Just dollar cost average. I just bought a little bit more. Yes, Tesla is also a good buy. But look at Meta though. Meta's not even down, and you can tell the Meta dip buy was at 609, 605. It's up 7. It's up 8% from the low of the day. Jesus Christ. Same thing with Apple. Nvidia's still down. You can still get some Nvidia, but Nvidia's down. I don't know if you guys heard, but Nvidia. 1 second here. I guess the 380, low 380 is the buy, but I didn't really want to get it until 300, closer to 300, let alone 380. You know, it's $100 less. But I'm just going to be holding the Tesla at the moment. But this is a dip buy though. But there's a large pullback. So as I was saying, a large reason for this pullback. I mean, it's just a pullback from all-time highs. Don't be trying to look into the news. Oh, it's this, it's that, it's the goddamn Iran this, it's the Ukraine that, it's the goddamn model, it's a celebrity. No. It's the news, it's Trump. No. It's just pulling back from all-time highs because it got there too quick. And you just need it needs more consolidation. You know, they need to make money between the cracks. It's nothing, it's no news, it's nothing crazy. Besides, in the AI sector, in the short term, this is the large news I guess you guys have been waiting for. 10-minute video if you made it till here. China, some guy in China, as like a side project, made a ChatGPT that's better than ChatGPT. Yeah. I guess we just got destroyed or something. It's like 1,000 times better than ChatGPT or something. And the guy just made it like in his backyard or something. And he just, I guess that's why a lot of the tech stuff and NVIDIA is crashing. But that's why we're not overly invested at highs, no matter the stock. And if we are, somewhat close to highs, and hopefully we're not overly invested, we still have a light position, but it's still somewhat close to highs. Even now, like 530 average, like I have on VOO or SPY, it's not the end of the world, because you should have money on the sidelines to buy the dip. You don't have money to buy the dip? Well, you're not following the basic rules of the stock market. Don't be over-invested at highs. Don't be under-invested at highs. Have a little bit of money in there and have a decent amount of money in cash, especially when you're at highs. Always be, kind of managing, but you don't know if it's gonna pull back the next time it goes to all-time highs. When it goes to 560 again, is it gonna pull back? Is that the sell? Is that where you should panic? No. Why? Why do I say no? Because no one knows. I don't know. You don't know. All you can do is ride the wave of the stock market and be decently invested, be extremely patient, and as long as you believe in the fundamentals of the company, they haven't changed. Like VOO, the U.S. economy, I don't see any nukes being dropped in California. We're okay. So I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging SPY and the stocks that I'm interested in. But right now, just because they got a little pullback doesn't mean this pullback's going to hold. It can keep going. We don't know. Why do I say that? Because we're in potential volatile times. Because new presidency, transfer of power, a lot of things are still going on. If you look at the Trump presidency, or any presidency really, unless there's active crazy shit going on like COVID, without that, that's where it's more, you can time a little bit, or just kind of, it's less volatile, less manipulated, a little bit more just dry, stagnant, sideways market. But we're in a bullish, somewhat, weirdly, the volume's constantly moving. We're, potential bad news going on, but there's also a bunch of good news. And I wouldn't get ahead of yourself. Just stick with the basics, DCA and quality companies, and your chart will look a lot closer to mine for the 1 year. But all right, that's about it. I gotta get to work soon and text my boss that I'm late. I'm not really sure how I'm late, but they can. Oh, I'm a good person. I'm not gonna say they can suck my balls. Even though that's what I was thinking. 9 to 5 to millionaire, part-time job to millionaire, whatever you want to call it, as long as you get there. Many of us will not get there. Why? Because simply, we're not saving enough money, and we're not investing, and we're not sticking to the principles, and above that, not sticking to the basics. When you try to overcomplicate things and not stick to the basics, you get fucked up. This is what happens to many of us. This is when it's gambling. It's not gambling when you're playing on the house. When you're playing with the casino, you're sitting with the casino, which is what, the S&P 500 is basically. You just need to be with the casino, for a long period of time, and they always win in the long term. They're patient. So if you're patient in the long term, you'll win too. And it's pretty much a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee, but kind of this. And all you can do is just ride the wave. I don't wake up anymore looking at my phone I do wake up looking at my phone every morning, but I don't wake up looking at it like, oh shit, am I going to be down a bunch of money, up a bunch of money? Because I'm not overly invested. I only have in the market what I'm willing to I can handle the fluctuations. And I know roughly where they can fluctuate to. No one really knows, but I know roughly. I know kind of like where it can go, or this has like a 40% pullback. I'm only up 20. Maybe I'm down 20% on 3K. I can stomach that. If I'm down like a couple $100, a couple thousand more than I am now, that's not a big deal to me. I've been through the ringer. But someone else, and it's not even just about like, oh, I'm okay with being down money. No, you have to be okay with it, because if you're not okay with it, chances are you might sell at the wrong time. And when you sell at the wrong time, that's when you lose money. You don't lose money if you don't sell. You make money when you buy. It's not... Am I going the right way? I hope so. It's not, a secret. People that are billionaires, not even billionaires, but millionaires, billionaires, whatever, wealthy people that have been investing for 30, 40 years, they've been sticking to the basics, and it's been working. And I started sticking to the basics, and it started working. And that's all it is. And then once you have more and more experience, more familiarity with a specific stock or ETF, then you can start branching out a tiny bit, a little bit out to try to make more gains. But in the short term, in the long term, unless you've been in the market for a few years at least, I would not be putting any money really into anything that's not VOO or SPY. People pay for hedge funds. You might pay a hedge fund and they'll take 5% a year, and they're giving you similar gains to the S&P 500. Oh, we're managing your money. We're so good, sir. Yes, we're doing good. You just pay us a tiny percentage of the gains and this and that. It's easy. You don't have to worry about it. You can do the same shit for yourself. I just got an email, Cal Savers, $600. Oh, we saved $600 for you. They put it in some like little weird ETF. I tried to look up, and it doesn't even look like it's performing that great. It's kind of shit. SPY looks like it's performing better. And SPY's the bare minimum. What are those guys managing? People are really paying money to like get managed by people that are just going to put your money into an ETF, and you're paying them to do it. So it's quite insane. But yeah, it's a bit of rambling there, but as you can see, as I'm talking, market's still moving. And before I go, actually, $10 down on the day on VOO. Amazing. If, I was up in the market, you see I'm down 800 right now on the day chart. Was that 2K this week? Oh, I just saw it. Let's not hit a car right now. Okay. So, I'd be down closer to 4K, if not more. But gotta be careful. As long as you're careful, when you're too careful, you might lose money because you're selling out, a little FOMO, fear of missing out, fear of, losing money, making money, whatever. What I say is, what's working for me is support and resistance, trend line trading, which I've seen a lot of people do. Even that one girl that makes videos. I'm 10 minutes late. This is not good. I have no idea how I'm this late. I was going to be here 10 minutes early on my GPS, but probably took a wrong turn. No, I didn't. Probably just the traffic. So, yeah, guys, nothing to panic with. But if you start seeing some actual like bad news, they just start coming out of nowhere, bad news, and the market starts reflecting, and we start to really go in a sharper decline, then I would just look at more major supports. But depending on what you're in, are you in a like VOO or SPY ETF where the major support might be a lot more common knowledge or obvious, or are you going to be in something like Tesla or let's say Celsius or something, MSTR, that is a lot more volatile, fluctuates more, a lot less easy to time, and you probably can't time it all because it's a lot more manipulated than the liquidity that's in something like SPY, which people have their retirement accounts in and whatnot. But I just got to work. I gotta go make that 9-to-5 money so I can invest more in the future. But as you can see here, I have money. I'm not buying this dip heavily. I just bought $300 on VOO. That's all I bought today, and this is what I'm holding. Even the Dodge I have is down, but that was up for a sec. But here you go. That's it. I gotta get to work. Take care. Don't panic. It's easy. Watch the previous videos if you have any more questions. Watch the shorts. Subscribe, like. It's free. The education is free. And then the money comes. Free education, and then you make the money is basically free in certain aspects. All right, guys, take care.